All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of great medicine who do real well. Salutations to the men of the whole plan, to say elect. This is your brother Makazar from the Trinidad camp. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this lesson would be The Brotherhood is Therapeutic. All right, so I just want to read through the word therapeutic so that you can understand what I mean by the brotherhood is therapeutic. It says therapeutic, it says pertaining to healing of disease, 1640s, from modern Latin, therapeuticus, curing, healing, from Greek, therapeutikos, from therapeutian, to cure, treat medically, primarily do service, take care of, provide for. So there's the main punch. This is the sense of what I want to use the word therapeutic for. The right to do service, take care of, provide for. The brotherhood is therapeutic because it does service on one to another. It takes care of one another and it provides for one another. All right. But the only how the brotherhood could be effective in being therapeutic, you have to be present. You have to be around the brotherhood. You have to be around the brothers. You can't be, all the way in one part and then, all your other brothers they in another section, basically like you're forming two circles. You have your circle and then the brothers have their circle and you hardly around. And you start complaining about all these demons plaguing you and all the hell that you're catching, but you don't really hear the other brothers making those kind of complaints. Not saying that the brothers that the Akim, they're not going through hell, they're not catching stress, they just not complaining about it because they have the means to fight it. They have the means to go about and deal with the problems that they're going through. But because you on your own, you trying to be this lone ranger, you want to be caught up in your work and then you want to be caught up in a family or whatever other things that have you sidetracked from being among the brotherhood. Probably you think that hanging out with the brotherhood is not your thing. All right, this is the reason why you're fighting all these demons, because if each, let's say there's 10 Akim in one camp, and pursuant to Psalms 34:7, it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear him and deliver them. All right? And each Akim, one angel is assigned to that one brother. All right? That one ark. When all of them come together, guess what? That is 10 angels surrounding the brotherhood. Demons can't come through there. And also, it's healing, because the word therapeutic means healing. It's healing just being around a brother with a positive mind. Let's see those demons, they plague in your mind. You have you all down, you're frustrated, you're feeling angry for no reason. You start thinking negative about other Akim. These brothers are against me. These brothers, they ain't right. These demons, they start plaguing your mind. But as soon as you come around the brotherhood, you start feeling all better. Why? Because it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. It's like aromatherapy. Just being around the brotherhood, you start feeling good. All those troubles that you had, they start going away. Because those demons, when plaguing your mind, they flee from the light. All right? You can't do nothing by yourself. You can't do anything by yourself. You need the brotherhood. Don't ever think that you don't need the brotherhood. Being amongst the brotherhood is therapeutic. Believe me. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and 23. It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. The brotherhood will actually encourage you to do good. When they see you slipping, they encourage you to do good. When you by yourself, who's going to encourage you to do good? When you slipping, who's going to encourage you to get back on track? All right? It says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. This is how the therapy of the brotherhood is. They exhort you to continue in the faith. All right? And so much more as you see the day approaching. All right? It's therapeutic to be around the brotherhood. Don't miss the coming together. You feel so good when you're around the Akim. And it's not because you just want to be around, to hang out, to drink wine, go through scriptures. No, it's just being in the presence of these holy men. You start a healing process just by being in the presence of these men. In the multitude of the men, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, they are mine in the midst of them. The healing starts because Yahweh is also there. Just being there, just being present there, you be actually healed. And then when you're going through issues, brothers can help exhort you, and they could say, do this to fight that problem. Do that to deal with that problem. And you realize, you start feeling better. But if you stay to yourself, how are you going to be healed? Being among the brotherhood is therapeutic. Don't miss the coming together. Trust what I'm telling you. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. And it reads, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. When those demons be coming left, right, and center at you, and you are alone, and they plague in your mind, guess what? The only thing you're going to do, if you're not strong enough, you're just going to leave the truth. You're going to just leave the truth. But you're going to realize that every time you come around the brotherhood, those thoughts, those heavy burdens, they just go away. They go away. All right? Because in the presence of these Archeum are all these angels that, guess what? All these unrighteous angels, they can't come close. They can't come close. You realize when you're in the presence of the brotherhood, they go away. Hey, guess what? Sometimes just watching a brother's video, watching the apostles, you realize that a healing process begins. All right? From the apostles all the way down, we're all men seeking to be righteous. So we consider ourselves righteous men. The scripture says, he that doeth righteousness is righteous. And when you are wrong, the midst of righteous men, guess what? Unrighteousness can't come in. The Lord say closing up the breaches. When you come together with all these men, guess what? You closing up the breach. And on all these unrighteous angels, they can't come in. And you start feeling healthy. You start feeling healthy. All right? But woe to him if he's alone. If you're alone, guess what? Those demons are going to have a field day. They're going to have a field day. All right? This is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one with the spirit of meekness. So now, if our brother be overtaken in a fault and he hided it and he secluded himself, how are we going to be helped? How he going to be restored? Let's look up the word. Let's look up the word restored. Right? Let's look up the word restored. Right? Let's look up the word restored.
Strong's G 2675. Katartizo. Katartizo.
Right? And it means what? To render, i.e. to fit, sound, complete. Complete. What is another word for sound and complete? To heal. All right? To mend. All right? What has been broken, to rent to repair. All right? So for you to be healed, all right, you have to be around the brotherhood. All right? To fit out, equip, to put in order, arrange, adjust, fit or frame for oneself, prepare, ethically, to strengthen, perfect. What's another word for perfect? Perfect or perfect means to be healed, to heal. All right? Complete, make one what he ought to be. All right? So how could you be healed if you're not around? All right? Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. All right? And what it means to be tempted, because them demons is the one that have you sick. You wanting to be away from the brotherhood, that is you being sick and plagued in the mind by them demons, because they want you to be secluded and reclusive so that they could have that field day. It's just like a fever. What the fever wants you to do? The fever wants you to lie down in bed so that it could work on you. It wants you to do that. All right? And you giving into it by not putting up a resistance. You giving into these demons by not putting up a resistance, by coming amongst the brotherhood to be healed, to be restored, and to be perfect. To have equity and balance. If you stay away from the brotherhood, you will never be healed. It's therapeutic to be among the brotherhood. All right? It is therapeutic. 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahweh Shai. So you have to put you in remembrance of these things. All right? Nourished up in the word of faith and of good doctrine, whereof thou hast attained. So we have to put you in remembrance. But how can we put you in remembrance when you never want to come around? When the only time you're coming around is to do the works or for the feast days. But other than that, the brethren don't see you. You don't have that time to become one with the brotherhood, to build that bond, to understand each other. All right? You have this how to say this mind where you suspect everyone of some ill doing. You have, you not this brother ain't right, or this brother probably thinking evil of me, or you can't have that mindset. All right? And the reason you have that mindset is because you secluding yourself. All right? You always suspicious of the brotherhood, because that is what the demons want you to do. They want you to think like this so you will stay away. But when you come around for that one day to do the work, so that one day to keep the feast day, you feel all good. You feel all bubbly and effervescent inside, and that warmth, because those demons, they go away for that short period. But you don't realize it because you don't put two and two together. Because when you go away, those demons, they come hard again. They come hard again to keep you away, just like with Saul and David. All right? When David come around, Saul be feeling good. All right? And he play that song. But when them demons come in, he want to kill David. But when David speaks to him and he realized he was going off, those demons, they go for a while, but they come back. You have to be in the presence of godly men, all the time. And those demons will go away. But above all, pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he will make you whole. He will heal you. All right? It's therapeutic being among the brotherhood. Don't forsake the gathering. All right? There's the final precept here. It says Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 18. It says, there is that speaketh like a piercings of a sword. All right? There's like, sometimes another reason why brothers stay away is that, they might commit an iniquity, but they are afraid, to confess them, because they know the manner in which that brother might react. He might curse them out. He might drive that nail even further, when that brother feeling all down. All right? Now, as the scripture said, open rebuke is better than secret love. But sometimes it's good to just comfort a brother. Sometimes a brother looking for that comforting. All right? It says, but the tongue of the wise is health. So whether it be a sharp rebuke, because a sharp rebuke could heal. All right? A sharp rebuke will drive down nails so far that guess what? That it hurts so much that you don't want to be in that position again, and you cast them demons off. All right? And whereas, that tongue, that wise tongue could actually tell you the right thing, whether it be sharp rebuke or comforting words, and it actually cures you, it actually heals you. All right? But you can't get those healthy words if you stay away. If you keep to yourself. You can't have those, you can't be healed and rejuvenated if you stay away from the brotherhood. All right? It's good to be among the brotherhood. All right. So with that, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy and do real well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sin say elect. There's your brother Marcus from Trinidad. I'm saying shalom and stay strong. Shalom.